Right, but it's Manchester United versus West Ham, a huge game for Manchester United. And this is going to be the preview. It's obviously after that great game in the Europa League, we now turn our attention back to the Premier League now. Listen, what a game it was on Thursday against Bilbao. Absolutely fantastic. You would expect Ruben Amorim to rotate. He's talked about how he will make changes to the game. Now let's talk West Ham quickly. If they actually win and beat Manchester United, they will actually go above us. They're currently in 17th place. If Spurs win, United lose, we could end up in 17th. Now we know if we made it to a European final, the buzz is gonna be there. But listen, West Ham are definitely there for the taking. They've actually lost the same amount of games as Manchester United. The only reason why we have more points than them is we've won one more than they have. They're not the greatest side. They haven't won in a while, but we know they do have players. Obviously, when we played them the other time this season, it was Erik ten Hag's last game, and we lost 2-1 with Delon missing an open goal. And I remember we had numerous chances. Now you look at their last few games, they would have had obviously more time to prepare for this. But you look at their last few games, they drew with Tottenham, they got beat by Brighton, drew to Southampton, lost to Liverpool, lost to Bournemouth, and before that lost to Wolves, drew with Everton, lost to Newcastle. So they haven't won in quite a few games. Obviously Graham Potter's having a difficult time of it at the moment. But with Manchester United, you expect a lot of changes to be made. Players like Maguire, Euro, the typical players that you won't be invested in. Maguire, Euro, Bruno Fernandes probably. These sorts of players to give opportunity to the young players. Now West Ham, they've got some good players. Obviously Wan-Bissaka coming back to Old Trafford. They've got Souček, Kudus. Now they're just not having a great season and they are struggling at the moment. I think United will be able to get the job done, but it will be a very, very tricky game. As I said, no game is easy in the Premier League. West Ham, they will probably create chances. I mean, they got a draw with Tottenham. And yeah, listen, Bowen, they play that 3-4-3 system like United. They have Kudus and Bowen, Paqueta, like very, very technical players. But in terms of Man United, I mean, we have to win the game. It's huge for Ruben Amorim. We don't want to be in a fighting 17th, to be honest. Now, in terms of the Manchester United team that I expect going into this game, obviously, you look at the one that started. I mean, you could see Binder coming goal, but you look at the team that started against Bilbao. It was Onana in goal, a back five of Lindelof, Maguire, Yoro, Dorgu, Mazraoui, Casemiro, Ugarte, Bruno, Garnacho, Hoyland. Now, I do expect wholesale changes. To be honest, in goal, I'm not really bothered if it's Onana or Binder. I'll probably just go with Onana anyway. In terms of back three, Maguire, Yoro have to come out. I'm going to keep Lindelof in. I'm going to play Lindelof, Fredricsson and Luke Shaw. I'm going to go Amas left wing back, AMAD right wing back, Ugarte and Ericsson in that midfield with Mason Mount, Kobe Mainoo and Cheeto through the middle. I think you have to rest Bruno, rest Casemiro, rest Garnacho, give AMAD a game at right wing back, give Amas opportunity, rest Dorgu, rest Yoro, Maguire, these sorts of players who are absolutely vital for Manchester United. So yeah, I'd make a few changes. I think you can afford to see an Ericsson start a game like this. I mean, we are paying him 150 grand a week, so you would expect him to start some games. You want to see Mount start. After that performance against Bilbao, it was fantastic. A great goal he scored. 2 goals he scored and a great performance he had. Give Mainoo a start. Hasn't played in a while. So in terms of starting, so he deserves... Oh, this is against Brentford. No, but he deserved the opportunity anyway. And Cheeto through the middle. Listen, Hoyland scored in our last game, which was obviously good for him. But you want to see him get an opportunity, get a chance to have an impact on the game. I thought you had an alright game against Brentford, Cheeto. And it does give opportunities to younger players like him. Obviously, you could see other players start. I mean, you could see, as I said, Binder. You could see Camerson get a start. But yeah, really, I think that's the team you go with. He has to rest players now because this game's huge. And to the Europa League finals to focus, and you need players to recover. Then probably on Chelsea, probably against Chelsea next week, you probably will start to play the likes of Euro, maybe the Lit if he's fit, maybe Delo if he's fit, the likes of Mazraoui. You probably bring a Garnacho back in, you bring a Bruno back in just to get them ready and fit for that game against Tottenham in the Europa League final. But yeah, listen, West Ham, they're a decent side. They have Threats, Kudus, Wan-Bissaka. I haven't watched too many of their games. They are struggling under Graham Potter. They are struggling to find a bit of momentum. I think Manchester United will come away with the win over the game. But yeah, listen, the main focus is on Europa League, and it has been for a while. After West Ham, we face Chelsea and then Aston Villa, and that's it in the Premier League. And we can finally end this torrid season. Obviously, then we have the Europa League. So the season is coming to the end for Manchester United. Not many games left at all. 3 games left in the Premier League. See if we can get 10th place or not. I don't think it's mathematically possible. We got 3 games, 9 points. No, I don't think we can get 10th. So we won't get even into 10th position. So see how high we can get into the table. We have a -9 goal difference, but realistically, we should be beating a team like West Ham. Yes, at a period they were doing well, but they're not doing great at the moment. They currently sit in 17th place. They have a worse goal difference. They're worse than us on the table, and I'm hoping Manchester United can get the job done and ultimately just focus on that Europa League final. Make changes to the game if you need to. It's going to be a game I watch, but again, listen, it's not going to be a really important game for Manchester United, if we're being honest. Let's see what does happen. In terms of score predictions, probably 2. I'm going to go 2. I'm going to go 2 on Manchester United. Probably will be a cagey game. There will be lots of rotation, so you hope United can get the job done. But yeah, listen, there will be a game for Manchester United. You hope we can win a game which, if we have confidence, which we should be able to go through and beat a very, very poor West Ham side, to be honest. If we do lose, it will be pretty embarrassing for Manchester United because we shouldn't be losing to a team. Yes, we are in that area, but West Ham aren't great. I'm going to go 2-1. Probably will be a close game due to the amount of changes, but all focus is on the Europa League. Thanks for watching.